All right, I think we're live. All right, guys. Hey, Joseph here. I've got David Gloger, make sure I say that correctly, here for a 5-minute student success story in real estate. David, how you doing today, man?
Doing well. Good talking to you.
You as well. You as well. Hey, I'm going to kind of ask a few questions about your success and what you've done with us, and get a better idea, and give I guess people who are watching this a better idea of what you've gone through here. So you're a real estate agent with Coldwell Banker, right?
That's correct. I'm in Pearland, Texas.
Awesome. Which is near Houston.
That's correct. Just south of it.
Okay. And I've got all your numbers that you sent over to me, and we're kind of just going to discuss those and kind of break those down a little bit. So how quickly did you get your first leads after going through the training with me?
Well, I think we sat down together on a Thursday at about 1 o'clock, and by Saturday, or maybe that Sunday, I probably had one or two come in. So it wasn't very long past the time when you came and made my head spin around with all the information you were throwing at me.
It was quite a bit of information.
It was, but it was worth it, let me tell you.
Awesome. So roughly about 2 days in, Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
About 2 days, yeah.
Okay, that's good. I think that's usually faster than most people would expect the leads to start coming in from a process they learned in about 2.5, 3 hours.
Right.
All right, so your purpose of your ads, whenever we sat down and went through your ads and started setting things up, what was the purpose of your ads? To get buyers, sellers, both?
Well, before you called me up, I had done some of this before, and the buying part did not, or has not, panned out. I haven't turned that off yet, but when you and I sat down, we did two sold campaigns, and they were for Pearland in general, and then for a big neighborhood. It's a master plan community called Shadow Creek Ranch. And so I would say it's about 50-50 in terms of where my leads came from those two different campaigns. And probably since July, whenever that all was set up to run, I've probably received about, now when the questionnaire came out, it was about 360 leads, but I'm getting leads 2, 3 a day. Some days, other days, maybe one, but I already have 2 or 3 today. And so I'm really working on trying to keep up with those, as well as where the hell do I put them? Excuse my French, but
yeah, you're good.
A CRM is imperative. You've got to have a place to put these. You can't follow up without them.
Yeah. So you've gotten roughly, at the time that I sent you over the questionnaire, you had 360 leads, but you're still getting 2 to 3 leads per day. Now, out of those leads that you've gotten, right here it says you've had 4. Let's see, you've had 4 total buyers-ish, but you've had several that you're still in communication with, and you're going to make, or you've made, roughly $36,000 in commission.
That's correct. Yeah, there was, like was unlucky. One of the people that I had a list and a buy for, she got lupus, and so she is going to be off the market for the time being, and that would have been another 2 other transactions and probably another $10,000 or $15,000 worth of commissions. But I am, now that I've learned to place these in my CRM, there's these follow-up 10-day campaigns I'm doing. I'm getting a lot more bite. It's not just me emailing them and then maybe a week later, hey, well, did you get my stuff? Now I have a way to follow up. And so if anybody that goes in this route, before I would even start sending the campaign out, I would make sure I've got a place to type in the lead, their name, if they have one, the phone number if possible, email address is probably going to come across. I haven't gotten too many Mickey Mouses or phone numbers 0000. But you do get a few of those.
And you do get
the idiots that just waste my clicks, So, but I've actually even gotten more. I'm going to call them contacts. They were leads to contacts. I haven't become clients yet, but I'm working that 10-day program to kind of feed them content and things of that nature, where I'm relevant in terms of them looking for either a property that for pricing to sell, or a property to purchase and go live in. So
Well, that's awesome. So here's what we're going to do. So, and David knows that we're obviously releasing the course. David's going to be part of that course. Some of the things that he's talking about right now, guys, are going to be in the course in terms of follow up, right? Making sure there's a 10-day. We have 70-day follow up right now that we'll be teaching and how to automate that process to give you more time, so you don't have to worry about it as much. So I just want to break these numbers down one more time. So you got your first leads in roughly 2 to 3 days. You've had, it looks like 6 transactions for roughly $36,000 in commission, which I think that's pretty good for, what was your total ad spend that you're spending right now?
Probably close to, probably about $2,500.
$2,500 to make 36,000.
Yeah.
I think I'd pay $2,500 to make 36,000.
Absolutely. I'm very happy. Trust me. And I've got more in the pipeline. So the whole process is to try to get us, that 2 and 3 transactions a month, and you got to be 6 months out with some of that stuff. So I'm thrilled. I love it. I don't want this to go bye-bye anytime soon.
It should stay right.
I just spend most of my time now answering the leads and trying to get them in the CRM to follow up in a couple of days. And, then hopefully people, I've got, several buyers and I'm working with currently, so out showing properties, but I want to be that next month and the month after and the month after. And this is a darn good program to supplement. If you, I'm using it, it's probably about 80% of where my leads are coming from is this, maybe more. So, and I've learned how to follow up, and that makes it so much easier.
Facebook's a gold mine for sure. So
it is. No.
So let me ask this. I think this is really important for people who are watching this. David, before you started this process, obviously you were doing some other things. You were trying to figure out exactly how you're going to get more leads in.
Yep.
Where were you in your office, and then where are you right now in your office?
Gosh, we started in July. I mean, it's not all of this has to do with, what I had some listings I'd had for, 10, 12 months.
Yeah.
But what I have had in the last 5 months is I was probably maybe in the middle, somewhere in the middle. Before the beginning of the year, I was probably closer to the bottom, although I did double my income, which wasn't very much. It's only my 3rd year of doing this. So sure. I'm currently the top producer. I am number 5 in my office. And there's somebody I'm shooting for, and I'm going to take that person down next year.
Top spot. We're shooting for the top spot.
Dang right.
And if you aren't, then why are you in it, right?
Exactly, right. Exactly.
Well, I think it's really important that you continue to run these type of ads. Obviously, the return on your investment is really high. Now, what I want to talk about a little bit more before we end the video is, as I'm looking at some of the stuff here, if you're a seasoned vet and you're considering doing Facebook ads, you definitely want to take a look at what we're doing and how we're taking over local markets, right? David's been able to do that in 1, his neighborhood, and 2, a city. If he wants to take over an entire city and spend more money, he can definitely do that. It's turn off and turn on, right? Yep. The course is about 2 to 3 hours. And now it's all online instead of me having to drive somewhere or fly somewhere to teach somebody how to do this. So it makes it a little bit easier.
It does.
And you'll start seeing your first leads in 24 to 48 hours, right?
That's correct.
Now, David, I know there are a lot of other courses that are out there. And obviously you chose to work with me and the team, and we're really appreciative of that. Can you tell people why you decided to work with us and what the difference is? Can you still hear me okay?
We're having some difficulty, Joseph. I don't know if you can hear me.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, your screen is freezing up.
All right, hold on 1 second. Can you hear me okay? Oh. Can you hear me, David? Let's see.